Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Sticklen.
And I'm Amber French.
And a development this morning, a man has now been charged in connection with a fire at a mobile home park, which we first told you about earlier on Monday, also in Minot.
According to police, 36-year-old Raymond Flynn Jr. is now facing 3 counts of endangering by fire or explosion, which are Class B felonies. Authorities say on Saturday morning, crews responded to a mobile home fire in southeast Minot. When they arrived, they saw heavy flames coming from the front bedroom of the home, but they were able to put it out and contain it to the bedroom.
Then on Sunday, after an initial investigation, authorities say they located evidence consistent with the Molotov cocktails, which they say started that fire, adding one was thrown inside the home. Authorities are also saying there were no injuries to people, but that 2 cats died as a result of the fire. Flynn's next day in court is set for the end of November.
Also this morning, a man who was arrested for shooting another man in Bismarck was back in court yesterday morning for sentencing.
Jamal Buckhalter pleaded guilty to attempted murder for an incident in June in which a man was shot near a shelter along South 12th Street while volunteers were handing out pizza. There they say, Buckhalter will serve 12 years in prison as a judge suspended 8 years of his sentence.
A judge also ordered that Buckhalter complete an anger management course and a psychological evaluation. He must also get a GED to assist his future employment once he's released from custody.
And in lighter news, one local landmark is getting a major boost, all thanks to grant aimed at growing tourism across the state.
The Scandinavian Heritage Association is being awarded with a $110,000 destination development grant from the North Dakota Department of Commerce. Using this money, leaders say the Scandinavian Heritage Park in Minot will be seeing some updates. A new Dala horse in the park. Sarah Coleman, the Director of Tourism and Marketing Division, says these upgrades help continue celebrating Scandinavian cultures while also boosting tourism throughout the community.
So we don't have a lot of incentives in the tourism industry like you might have in agriculture, energy. And so this is the kind of the one incentive that we have, these grant programs that really allow us to expand on the offering so that we can attract more visitors to our state who will spend more money.
There are 23 projects across the state that have been awarded money from this grant to help build attractions.
Andre, good morning. What about the forecast this morning?
Well, conditions are going to be a lot better than what we were seeing yesterday. Looking here in the great city of Watford City, we are seeing those mainly clear to partly cloudy skies and a temperature of 30 degrees, and the winds are out of the west at 7 miles per hour. And you will notice no wind gusts this morning, which is really nice to see. And as far as what is going on around there in around Rugby, we are seeing those gusty winds still a little bit around here with a wind gust of 28 miles per hour. And the winds are out of the north-northwest at 19 miles per hour as sustained winds, and the temperature is at 38 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Now let's see what's ahead, folks. Well, we're going to be seeing those calming winds throughout the day today. Also, we will see those quiet conditions as well, and we're going to be warming things up here pretty soon. And we can thank this area of high pressure that's going to continue to build on in, and this is going to be providing us with that southerly flow as we get later on down the line, and also that's going to be providing us with those warmer temperatures, so we're going to be watching that very closely. And also this area of high pressure will allow for us to see those quiet conditions too. Now our current winds right now are out of the north and west about 10 to 20 miles per hour in our eastern tier counties for the most part, and around 5 to 10 miles per hour in our western counties, and even a calm there in Sydney, Plentywood, and Wolf Point. A lot better this morning, y'all, for sure. And as far as our wind gusts are still going down right now in our eastern counties. It's still around 25 to 35 miles per hour, but here's the thing, it will start to decrease as we get along here. And our current storm team radar is still showing those partly cloudy conditions in our eastern areas, and this is going to continue to be the overall trend, so we're going to be watching that over the next few hours too. Now as far as our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 20s and the 30s region wide, and we even have some crisp 25 degrees there in Crosby, Plentywood, and in Wolf Point, almost making $1 there, if you will. Now, as far as over the last 24 hours, we have seen a notable dip in temperatures, about 5 to 15 degrees cooler than what we were seeing yesterday, so it is quite noticeable for sure. And looking at our wind gusts throughout the rest of the day, we're going to continue to see those wind gusts kind of calm on down some a little bit between now and 11 o'clock, and really calm on down once we get into around 4 o'clock, so it's going to be a much better better around here, folks, and really much better as we get into the evening and overnight hours. So we'll be saying goodbye to the wind for a little bit here. And we will continue to see those clouds kind of persist a little bit here in our eastern counties between now and lunchtime. But however, we will start seeing conditions clear out a good bit as we get into around 5 and 6 o'clock. So that's something we'll be watching very closely too. So it's going to be making way for a good day. And as far as the temperatures over the next several days, we're going to be seeing temperatures in the low to mid 50s for our Tuesday. Well, Wednesday, we're going to see temperatures climb up into the upper 50s, so it is going to be quite a nice day for sure. But it even gets warmer as we head into our Thursday with upper 50s to low 60s, and even warmer than that on Friday into the mid 60s. So it's going to be feeling quite nice. So if you like the warmer weather than usual, it looks like it's coming for you. Now looking here in Williston, we will continue to see those warming temperatures through our Saturday, and we will continue to see those quiet conditions around here too. And that same thing here goes for Dickinson with those breezy winds at times. Now looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing 50s today, 50s tomorrow, but look at there, Wednesday night, we could see some upper 20s here. And once we get into our Thursday and Friday, we're going to be warming things up into the 60s, and those 60s will continue into the weekend. But once we get into early next week, temperatures will drop back down into the 50s. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too. So it looks like, you guys, the winds are going to be dying down and the temperatures are going to be climbing up over the next several days.
You betcha. All right, make sure to have that KXStorm Team app downloaded. For Amber, for Andre, I'm Chance, for our entire production team, and for everyone here at KX News. We'll see you tomorrow.